Hey everybody, welcome back to another video update for Em8ER, the Mech vs. Kaiju massive planetary wargame. I'm Kern, Game Director of the series, and I'm here to update you on our progress so far. So last week we were working on the Tsi-Hu, which is an alien invader that can shapeshift between a humanoid form for range combat and a beast mode for melee combat. We were working on the humanoid form, and I'm glad to say that we've completed it, and it's ready to go into low poly and eventual animation. So take a look at the high poly Tsi-Hu and let us know what you think. Okay, so that was a look at the completed Tsi-Hu humanoid form in high polygon, high definition mode. Now we're going to make the low polygon model in order to get into the Unreal Engine, and that should be happening shortly. Then it'll go to texturing and animation, and pretty soon we'll have something to shoot at in the game. Speaking of shooting, we have a new intern. Ricardo has joined the team, and he's developing prototype weapons in the Unreal Engine. Take a look at these clips of some of the weapons that we talked about last week that are going to be in the vertical slice. So here we have the plasma cannon, but we're going to show you the standard fire, and then we're going to switch up here to the secondary fire, which is going to be the Nova from Firefall, the spiritual sort of inspiration for Em8ER. And you can see here that it charges way up, delivers a massive blast, and also destroys whatever it's hitting if it's a destructible item, which is a pretty cool feature. Now keep in mind, the effects are not final. Everything is temporary. This is just a real rough concept. Now switching up here, we're going to get to the standard issue plasma cannon. You can see that it is a ranged weapon with a travel time. You have to lead your targets, and it has a little bit of a splash effect to sort of hit enemies around it. And last but not least, we are also doing the missile swarm. So this weapon you can activate either through a hotkey or some means that we're figuring out, and you can sweep the mouse to target multiple enemies, and then when you let go of the mouse, it'll unleash a corkscrewing swarm of missiles that will guide into their targets and actually blast them and actually knock them back. So Ricardo's done a great job here, and we're going to take these and start doing real art and effects for them, and also adding all the little things that make the weapon feel really tight in the game. Good job, Ricardo. Okay, so that was pretty exciting. It's the first time we've actually had shooting in the game. You saw the prototypes for the plasma cannon, the Nova alt fire, and the missile swarm. Now, we're going to polish up the effects here. What you saw was very rough with just placeholder effects and some prototyping, but it's a necessary step in getting the final weapons into the game. So speaking of prototypes, we had some placeholder animations that we were using for the human male model in the Unreal Engine. Well, I'm glad to say that we've actually gone ahead and done real Em8ER animations, custom animations for the human male. So go ahead and take a look at these and tell me what you think. So first up, we have the idle animation of the human male. This is just him at rest. And we're going to go into the start of his run here. So we break the run up into a start phase. And you can see it slowed down here. His run phase. And then finally coming to a stop. Okay, so that was a brief glimpse at the custom animations that we're doing for the human male. Those were just some of his animations. We have to do a full movement set for him that I'm excited to see and get into the Unreal Engine, and you'll see glimpses of that as we go along the development process here. Now, last week we also showed you the Thumper mining mech and some of the sound effects that Michael Bross and his team have been doing for it. Now, we want your mech to have a kind of personality. It's kind of your pet after all, and we wanted to make sure that you have a special bond with it. So one of the emotes that we gave him is a guttural laugh. And last week we had kind of a sinister overtone laugh, and this week we've got 3 more samples to show you. This time we need your feedback. What do you want to see as the personality of the Thumper mining mech in our vertical slice demo? We've created a poll on our forums for you to vote on. The link is below in the description of the video. So take a listen to the 3 different laugh takes we have here and see which one you'd like to see in the vertical slice. Here's laugh 1. Laugh number 2. And laugh number 3. Okay, so those were the 3 laugh takes for the Thumper mining mech. Now you get to choose which one you'd like to see for the vertical slice demo. Go ahead and look in the link in our description to head to the forums to vote in our forum poll for which laugh you'd like to see in the Thumper for the vertical slice demo in Ember. Okay, next up, I'm pretty excited because we're debuting a new feature for our video updates called the Lore Drop. And this is in direct response to many of you asking for more story and background on the game and the world of Ember. Our first lore drop is going to be on the Gatestriders, which are the rugged colonists who have come to Ember to claim a new homeworld. So take a look at this story update that we call the Lore Drop and let us know what you think about this new section.
Ember takes place after humans have discovered faster-than-light travel using D-gates, 4-dimensional wormholes that allow ships to travel instantaneously between vast distances of space. But when a gate is first constructed, nobody knows where it will lead. This is where the Gatestriders come in, the role that players assume in Ember. Originally founded as a colony of the United Nations of America, the Gatestriders were originally known as the Omega Frontier, but they soon changed their new name to Gatestriders after the discovery of D-gates. Born risk-takers, explorers, and rugged adventurers, Gatestriders undertook the dangerous task of exploring what lay beyond newly constructed gates. The Gatestriders are some of the best survivalists and explorers of all the colonies. Their original homeworld was harsh and exposed them to a wide range of environmental conditions, from extreme deserts to frozen wastelands, long nights, hostile environments, and predators. The wildly diverse range of conditions made genetic alteration somewhat impractical, and the people of the Omega Frontier tended to avoid genetic solutions as a whole. They preferred to test themselves, as they were, against their new world. They relied on their technology and survival skills to carve out a harsh existence and still thrive. This made them the ideal forerunners of humanity's expansion amongst the stars. But when one Gatestrider ship inadvertently wandered into a region of space forbidden by the advanced human race known only as the Inshigi, the retaliation against their homeworld was swift. The Inshigi destroyed the Gatestrider homeworld instantly and without warning, leaving the remaining survivors stranded amongst the stars. The Gatestriders immediately took to finding a new homeworld, and the discovery of resource-rich Ember looked to be their last and only hope. It is here on Ember that the Gatestriders have staked their ultimate claim of a new homeworld. Organized into clans known as Reaper Teams, they begin the work of terraforming the icy volcanic planet and mining the rich resources they would need to thrive.
Okay, so that was the lore drop for the Gatestriders, hopefully filling you in a little bit more about who these people are that have come to Ember, who the players are, and why you're colonizing the planet. Now, next week, stay tuned for more development updates and another lore drop for the game Ember. Remember to like and subscribe below, and please share this video with your friends and help us get the word out about Ember. Thanks, and see you next week.